Hi, a very good morning and welcome to this edition of the Topical Discussion. My name is Simon Kagwa Njala. It's the political season. Forget the chaos and the tension that characterized the NRM parliamentary flag bearers race. There is another nail-biting showdown that's on, and it's all about CEC. You've heard the stakes are pretty high. Quite a number of candidates are canvassing support from all over the country. They are going places, meeting delegates, and doing deep consultations. But beneath all this, what makes all this such a fierce battle? And why are the battle lines more defined than ever in this CEC race? Well, we sought out one of the candidates in the race, Engineer Jonad Asimwe. You've seen his billboards. You've heard him. But what is creating all this fuss about CEC? A very good morning, Engineer. Good to see you.
Good morning, Sam.
You're bidding for Western region, right?
Yeah, Western region. For that is for national, but we are voted by everybody in the country, because it is a national position where every region has to do the input. Because when you leave one region, there may be some other factors which someone may not vote somebody or may get somebody, and it affects the quality of the candidate. So
it's quite unusual that this race gathers as much steam as there is today.
Yes.
What is making it a dual-die affair?
When we have what we call transition evolution in minds of the generations, and new people come on with new ideologies, new energy, and I think in the past days, it wasn't so much competitive. But to me, when we are still at the lower levels, competing for the structure formation, I'm the chairman for Hoima City NRM. I identify that there were a lot of stiff competitions which were never there those days. Those days, you would look for members to be in these structures of NRM, but you would never find people too much competitive or active. But this time, everybody wanted to be in the party. Maybe it was a sign of the growth of the party and how people really are getting into much the party. And then when it goes to the vertical height, like you look at the CEC, that is a central part. It is an appointing authority directly, and also it is a policy concluding stage, where people have to make sure that they pass on decisions with the chairman of the CEC.
I think it's quite delusional to imagine that CEC is a policy-making body, because there's been an outcry from the members, the outgoing CEC, about the way they've been relegated and ignored. What difference? How different would it be this time? Okay,
what I would say that some people, some percentage, they really see that CEC, it is not that kind of policy appointing authority. But what I would want to remind you also, under the first vice, Haji Chugongo, when NRA transited to NRM, these structures were made earlier. First of all, it is to consolidate power from the ground, and people to have that kind of vertical mobilization from the village up. And that's kind of the party how it takes its activities. Only that, some structures have not been so much active from down, because maybe I would say the CEC positions, people have been also with a lot of obligations, a lot of mandates. You would see that most of our incumbents, they have also other kind of services. That when someone is delivering a service, you may easily think is delivering it under the mandate of being a minister or under the mandate of being an MP. But ideally, if that person was not anything, you would easily publicly know, Junad is not a minister, is not an MP, right? Why is he here? He's here as a SEC member. So SEC positions have been on the back of people. But ideally, they are very active. That's why we normally have those meetings, and when president wants anything as the party, he has to call the top organs. They sit.
Ideally, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yes, ideally, that's how it's supposed to be here. But they do also call those meetings and sit.
One of the major highlights of this race, apparently, is money.
Yeah.
Why would it attract so much that you have to invest hugely if it's in the interest of serving the nation?
Okay, that's a very good question. But I think I have been one of the candidates who have been protecting the younger generation under commercialization of politics. And to go to majorly to that part, I think it is a loss of ideology on some of the few things. And as some politicians say that revolution is not a one-time but a continuous process, but we as the generational leaders who are really coming on, who feel for the younger leaders who are going to come after us, it also touches us. We feel that if someone wants to come under a youth politics, and you tell him or her, can you give me your budget, how you are going to disseminate, and it gives you a budget of around 2 billion, you really ask, this youth is not employed anywhere, you don't have any ventures where you can confirm that you are going to get that money, so how are you going to get that position? So that is kind of commercialization which is on. And why we are coming in...
So you're decrying commercialization?
Yeah, and why we are
But it's the same thing you're doing as well?
No, it is not what I'm doing.
You can't be in a race for SEC when you don't have money. No, it's money bags now.
No, the issue of money, there's what saying that having money and misusing it. You may have money, right? But the proper way of using it, like you have talked about publication, the billboards, that's normal. You have to publicize in every place and someone knows the candidate. Those are one of the principles of publications. And then even maybe if some people are meeting people giving money, I think ideologically that's not right, because it is really inputting some people kind of hiking the vote. Because if those structures, let me give an example, today some you may not be standing as an MP. I stand for the structure. I come in your village, I give people kind of money which is really somehow high. Then when you come back for the normal vote, this electoral commission vote, someone may think also is still in the same illusion of the other time of structures. And then he will ask you that kind of, that's why we are putting a total campaign. And if I quote my my General Secretary, he was also talking about it. This kind of commercialization is becoming too much, and it may really not make the right choice of leaders.
Who are you tussling it with?
About what? The commercialization?
No. In the race.
No, in the race. First of all, I have my incumbent, who is there and who is a minister for ICT. Yes, Badiomos. That is our incumbent. Then we have also other.
So he has an edge over you.
Yeah, he is having an edge, and I think if you do your AI, you know, by technology, if you put AI, you can say between these two people who has this, the AI will give you actually even will tell you maybe this one has more experience in this, in the policy, this one has this. So I think that one, it is automatic, it has edge over me.
Along the way, I know you're stepping into this maybe for the first time.
You're right.
In the SEC race.
Yeah.
What is that shocker that you have seen along the way?
Okay. I would say that I have seen a shock, but I think I have not definitely seen it, because since I've been in the NRM structures, and again I'm the former flag bearer for my city at MP level. There are no much shocking waves I'm seeing. Only that my worry is that there is a need a lot of to improve if we are to consider the coming leaders into this thing.